Have you ever thought to yourself, I'm working hard, I'm doing everything I can, I pay my bills on time, my credit's decent, I'm working 2 jobs, sometimes 3 if you're really in a tough position, and you start to realize it's just not enough. It's never going to be enough to change my life. It's never going to be enough to give me the life that I want, the life that I feel like I deserve. It's never going to be enough to allow me to take vacations to wherever I want to go multiple times a year. Because the reason I say this, because sometimes we get out there and we work so hard, we've fallen for the lie. And that lie is that you have to work hard. Now, don't get me wrong. 10, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, working hard did pay off. Most of the jobs were labor intensive and industrial jobs and whatnot. But today we have these phones, we have technology, we do not have to work as hard. In fact, you find people that are working hard today and mostly in labor, you're going to find people who are not making a good bit of money. There's not a lot of money in labor if you're the person doing the labor. And one day I'll break that down in my office and let you guys see. But I wake up and I ask myself this question. Listen, and I apologize, guys. I'm kind of hoarse today. My Saints were in town yesterday, so I got to go to the Cowboys and Saints game here in Dallas. And needless to say, I had a great time. Who dat? And so a lot of you need to start asking yourself the same question I used to ask myself, and that is, am I doing enough to get rich, or am I doing enough to get by? And here's what I want to tell you. Let me open your mindset. A lot of us have been poor, and when I say poor, I'm talking about working poor. You're doing the best you can, you're holding down your job, you're taking care of your responsibilities, but you're never, and you know it, you're never going to make enough to give yourself the life of your dreams. That job's never going to pay you that. And so you're out there, you're hustling, you're grinding. By the way, if you want to struggle through life, just be a hustler and a grinder. I'm telling you, you don't have to work that hard nowadays, and it's just the truth. I know a lot of you don't want to hear it because you believe in hard work and it's a principal foundation for you. And I'm just telling you, those days are long gone. The days of I was having a conversation at the game yesterday. So this is all right. So I was at the Saints game yesterday, and I was having a conversation. Let's see. I was at the Cowboys Saints game yesterday. I was having a conversation with a gentleman who was a Cowboys fan who flew in with his family and some friends from San Diego. And we were sitting there talking, and we were talking about finances, and, the game ended up being a blowout, so we ended up talking about other stuff. We started talking about money and finance, and this guy started, he was an older gentleman, retired from the military, so we started talking about money. And he said, what do you think about America and the problems with most people in the middle class who are really struggling? He said, because I'm in California. I showed him a house. I said, hey, here's the house that my wife and I just bought. We bought a new house. We bought one in 2020. We sold it. We're buying another one in 2024. I said, here's the house. And I showed him a picture of the house. House beautiful. And I said, and we're getting it built. And I said, what do you think a house like this would cost in San Diego, California? He said, easily $2 million. I said, oh my God. He said, what does it cost here? I said, 500. He said, what? I said, 500. That's it, not even 500. And beautiful, amazing house, 3,500 square feet, just really nice. And I said, yeah, just 500. He said, man, that's amazing. He said, California's economy is driving people away. People can't survive, can't buy a house, can't rent a house. Families, 2-3 generations living in one house. And I said, man, what the problem is, we're playing by the old rules. And here's what you need to know. You will never get rich. You will never get rich playing by the old rules. You have to change the way. And he said, what do you mean the old rules? And so I start laying out what I talk about on this channel. And and I said, well, number one, we need to no longer be addicted to buying houses. And he said, but you're buying a house. And I say, yeah, but listen, hear me out in context, full context. We don't need to be addicted to buying houses with paychecks. And he said, explain. I said, okay, here's what I mean by that. If you buy a house with a paycheck, how long is the mortgage? He said, typically 30 years. Okay, gotcha. If the only way I know how to make money is with a job and a paycheck, then what will I need for the next 30 years? He said, oh, and this ain't rocket science, you guys know this, but we don't think about it this way. And he said, oh, wait a minute, you're right, that's a 30-year obligation. I said, yeah, that's all I'm saying. And he said, but people don't like to rent. I say, you rent anyway. You rent the mortgage from the mortgage company. When you pay off your property, you rent it. When you pay off your mortgage, you rent your property from the state. You never stop renting, and you never own it. See, I buy a house, but I understand that under no circumstance do I own this house, ever. So I don't care if I live here for 10, 20, 30 years. My wife and I were already talking about the new house like it's a 5-10 year deal. Say, man, our next house in the next 7 to 10 years is going to be awesome, better than this, because we keep upgrading. And we're having a good time doing it. And I don't know, we might want to wake up in the mountains one year. Might want to live in Dubai for a year. I don't know. Let me guys, let me know what you think in the comments. And again, I apologize for my voice. Who dat? You know, Saints came to town, so we had a great time. And I don't think coffee helps the voice. Let me know in the comments if I can get something else. And so I said, not only that, if you park money in the bank, I said, remember when you were growing up, I didn't know how old he was, but I assumed, you know, this guy was 20 years older than me at least. I said, when you grew up, putting money in the bank was a good idea because banks paid interest. I said, now what do banks pay? He said, not really anything. He said, exactly. So now it no longer benefits you to stack money in the bank. Sure, have an account, fine. Just don't put everything that you have extra into the bank. Start learning to use it to make more money. That's a better idea. He said, you're right about that. And then I said, here's one more, and and I was about to leave. I said, here's one more. The game was a blowout. I was like, I'm out. I was like, here's one more, and I'll let you go. And I said, buying houses, stacking money in the bank, stuff like that. I said, the other thing is, we rely on one source of income too much. I said, remember back in the days, it was okay to have a 10, 20, 30-year job because they existed. They no longer exist today. He said, yeah, with technology and the phones. I said, exactly. Now you got it. He gave me a hug. True story. The guy gave me a hug, wrapped his arms around me. He's a Cowboys fan getting beat down in the stadium. Gave me a hug. He said, man, I almost screamed listening to you say that. Like, he said, man, we don't talk like that. And he said, man, I wish everybody thought that way. And I said, man, if we look, I said, bruh, I got a YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel. In fact, I got two. I got Minority Money Mindset, and I got Middleman CEO. I said, go to these channels, follow me on Instagram, whatever you got to do. I'm trying to spread the word. I got some people. I got a little bit of an audience. I appreciate everybody. We're trying to get the word out. Don't buy houses with paychecks. Don't stack money in banks and leave it there. Use the money. Don't have your job as your only source of income. It's too dangerous. Get another source of income. Create a business. Buy assets. Whatever you got to do. Invest. Do something. You cannot rely or trust that job to be there long term. It might not be there tomorrow. And that's a true statement. You could wake up tomorrow and find out you've been fired overnight. While you were sleeping, thinking about how that check's gonna feel, how much is needed, and then you wake up in the morning to an email that says, don't come in today. So that's heartbreaking and depressing for a lot of people to anticipate. So I'm telling you guys, think about your lives, think about your future, ask yourself the question, don't be afraid. Am I ever going to be rich? Am I doing the things that it takes to be rich? Because being rich is not a bad thing. People think that money is evil. It's not. Money is a good thing. Money in the hands of evil people makes the money evil, but money is a good thing. Money is a great thing. Money is a good thing because money is a God thing. There was gold in the Garden of Eden before there was a store, before there were people. Money is a good thing. So be okay talking about making a bunch of money and declaring that. Be okay. Be okay thinking about or talking about being a millionaire. Talk about it so much to where $1 million seems like just a little bit of money nowadays. $1 million, that's it. Start having those conversations. You'll never make as much as you think is a lot of money. You think $1 million is too much, you'll never make it. So stop thinking that way. Start thinking about making a lot of money. Start thinking about changing your life. Start thinking about $1 million a year salaries. Not even salaries, just revenue, creating that cash flow. So start thinking about those things. Start making those declarations because the opportunity is out there. The money's out there. There's no shortage of money. It's everywhere. It's too much money out there. That's why the interest rates went up, so they can pull money out of the economy. There's so much money out there. That's why inflation is here, because too much money is chasing the goods. So the price of everything goes up. Okay, don't listen to me. Don't take my word for it. Go do your research. So I need you to understand that no matter who gets elected into the White House, you have to take care of you. No matter who's the president, they're not going to come to your house. Vote, yes. Vote right. Wink, wink. But it doesn't matter who's in the White House. They're not going to come protect you. They're going to protect their people first, and then they're going to do what they can for you. It's always been that way. So be smart about it, and don't vote emotionally. Please don't. Do your research. Do your diligence. The American people, the media, just listen. The media ain't on your side. I don't want to say it too loud. I don't want to get canceled off of YouTube or whatever, or censored. They ain't on your side. You got to look deep to find the answers. I'm just telling you, it's so sad. But again, think about how you can make money. Think about how you can change your life. Be okay saying that you want to be a millionaire. Start saying that. We do all these other affirmations. We don't sit there and talk about we want to be millionaires, we want to make $1 million a year. Start affirming that. The money's out there. Nobody has a problem with you getting rich. The biggest problem is you having a problem with yourself getting rich. You can't see it. You talk yourself out of it. Money's the root of all evil. No, it's not. It says the love of money is the root of all evil. Money's not evil, right? Jesus was poor. Jesus wasn't poor. How many poor people you know have a treasurer? Well, he slept outside. That's because he was traveling. He wasn't poor. Come on. And it was tradition to sleep outside and sleep on roofs back in those days because they were flat. Wasn't poor. He was a king. When the wise men came to him and they brought stuff to him, those kings brought probably millions of dollars worth of stuff in our currency. They went to the inn, the Holiday Inn, because he was born in a manger. That's because the hotel was full. You don't go to the hotel if you don't have money. So I'm just saying, I'll leave it at that. If you guys would like to learn how to start your own middleman business by finding customers for other companies, book, deposit, dispatch. That's all I do. I book customers, take a deposit, dispatch the work to someone else. If you want to learn how to do it, there's a bunch of industries you can choose from: cleaning, moving, commercial cleaning, home cleaning, website design, graphic design, gosh, so many. Carpet cleaning, I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Pressure washing, paving, concrete, vehicle detail, mobile detail, tinting, window tinting. Just so many industries that are service industries. If you want to start making money from your phone, then you need to get the Intro to the Middleman class. It's free, and I'll teach you how to start a middleman business from your phone. If you want to get the link to that class, put the word middleman in the comments below, or click the link in the video description below and learn what a middleman business is, and then learn how you can use your phone to make a whole lot of money without leaving your house. If you want to learn how to do that, put the word middleman in the comments below, or just click the link in the description. And listen, guys, again, ask yourself that question. Am I going to be rich? The things that I'm doing now, will they make me wealthy? Will they build generational wealth for my family? Will they set us financially free? Am I doing the right thing? If not, then I need to put on my signal, and I need to change lanes, and I need to do it right now. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you got some encouragement from this, some motivation from this, and I know you did, smash a thumbs up, consider hitting subscribe, and I appreciate it. And welcome to the channel. Again, if you want to learn how to use your phone to make money without leaving your house, click the link in the description below, or put middleman in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about the videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.